Hello, this is Sophomore Astrology. My name is Sarah, and for this video, I'm going to talk about Chiron in Gemini and also Chiron in the third house. Now, I kind of want to give a brief summary of what Chiron is, in astrology. So Chiron is your soul imprint or your soul signature of pain and suffering that's specific to you. And also, too, I feel like Chiron is so specific, it's almost as unique as a fingerprint when we're talking about your pain and suffering, because I honestly feel like this pain and suffering is what makes us human. This is also why we're not immortal, because this pain and suffering is so great that, you're not meant to feel this forever and ever and ever, right? And I would also encourage you. I also have a Chiron in astrology video where I just talk about what Chiron, I give like an overview of Chiron just in itself. And I kind of explain that energy, and I honestly feel like because Chiron is such a deep thing, like we're talking about someone's deep soul wound here, I would say just don't even just like research your own like Chiron in a sign or the Chiron that's in one of your houses. Like I would say to kind of study all the signs, all the houses, look at research online, read books, like do everything you can to really understand this, because this is not something that should be taken lightly in your chart. This type of energy could really make or break someone if you're not able to learn what it is, face it, and heal it ultimately. Because I'm going to get specific about the pain and suffering that someone feels with this placement, but I also say like keep watching or keep listening, because I'm going to also explain how you're meant to heal it and what spiritual gifts you can use to heal this. So the way I see this energy, it's like someone who stands on top of a table. They're in trouble and they're trying to get help and they're looking around. Everyone's doing their own thing. And so they try to get everyone's attention. They stand up on the table, right? And they scream at the top of their lungs, like, help. They're hysterical. They're trying to get help. And then no one stops. No one looks their way. Everyone just keeps doing what they're doing. And that's what Chiron in Gemini or Chiron in the third house feels like. It's like, even if you have a good conversation with someone and you feel like, they seem to get you and the chemistry is so there and is so strong, excuse me. And it, there's thoughts going, like there's thoughts ebbing and flowing so harmoniously between you and that person. The conversation is just that great. But then a part of you always still feel like you can't connect with people. It doesn't matter how good the conversation is, you always feel disconnected, because it's like the deep wound that someone feels on a soul level with this placement. It's kind of like something happened either in a past life or in their childhood where it was like someone, this person was just trying to tell someone to stop, and they kept going. Or somebody was trying to, make something happen and someone shut them down. Someone was trying to say, these are the things I need in order to survive. These are the things I need to be myself. These are the things I need just on any level. And it's just like it didn't matter how they said it, when they said it doesn't matter. Those needs weren't met. And that's why it's kind of hard with this placement. I mean, all the Chiron placements are hard, but specifically with this, it just kind of feels like, people say, oh, you're in trouble? Call 911. But this is the person who calls 911 and no help comes, and that's very scary, right? So it's kind of like, this what someone will do when they have this placement. They will overthink about things before they say it. Overthink to a point where they almost sabotage their own communication, because either they might they won't talk at all. These are people who might not say much because they kind of feel like, well, when I've tried to say things in the past, no one listened. Or when I did finally offer my opinion, no one had anything to say about it. And in fact, people disagreed with it and said that my opinion didn't matter and it was wrong. Or on the other hand, this is on the other hand where it's like this person just kind of feels like they just have to talk too much. Maybe if I talk a lot, if I talk loud, or if I do something to compensate for this, for people not being interested in how I communicate or what I communicate, And it's like the message, the meaning behind gets lost. Either the meaning is never said, or it's like the meaning gets lost in all this jargon and all these words. And that's where it's kind of unfortunate, because I kind of feel like that's where the pain comes from, is like this person really has like a blocked third chakra where they just feel like, they're not able to really just say what they want to say. And they feel like what they have to say is not meaningful, but it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because people with this placement, they look at people who are just saying things willy-nilly, and they're just saying things and they're not thinking about them. They're just kind of coming up the cuss. Like some people freestyle all their thoughts. And I feel like this person might do the opposite, I think also too with this, it's just kind of like, I think what someone needs to learn with this and really need to heal is that you need to find meaning in your communication. You have to value what you say. You could try to plan what you say, how you say it, when you say it, in the spirit, energy, the visual. You could plan everything. But if you seriously don't think that what you're saying is worthy of being listened to, then it doesn't matter. Because that energy is going to externalize, and then it's just going to keep perpetuating itself. So I would say find meaning in everything you say. Even if you say something wrong, it was meaningful because you learned what not to say the next time. I definitely feel like that's important with someone with this house. You have to, like with this placement, you really have to really truly value and put what you say on a level of being like, I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm fumbling my words, I'm sorry, but it's kind of like value what you say, because then other people will do it too. You'll find people who will find your words and your meaning valuable, and I'm pretty sure you're probably a person that overthinks everything you say anyways. So if you are overthinking everything, it should be that much easier for you to kind of really like, okay, I took the time, I put the effort into what I'm about to say, so people better listen to me because I have something worthy of saying. And once you kind of have that attitude, then you're able to kind of heal yourself. And then once you find meaning in yourself, meaning in your own words and thoughts and ideas, then you're able to find meaning in any thought and idea. You're able to grab knowledge from all over the place, because if you think about the Hermetic principle that the universe is mental, that means that, like, if you understand yourself, like if you're able to expand your mind, like how the universe expands, there's nothing that can limit you, And I definitely feel like that's what someone needs to own. The cosmos never stops growing. Your mind never stops growing. And your mind grows by finding meaning in everything and learning from any which way direction, right? So with that, I say, like, keep trying to find meaning in your own communication and words. Once you learn how to do that, you find meaning in other people, like meaning in what other people say. And if other people are not able to really vocalize what they want to say, or you could kind of put people on and really like, hey, this person has something important to say, you'll be able to be that person for other people because you did it for yourself. And once you help other people, you're just healing yourself that much more. So with that, I just want to say, like, if you have this placement, let me know your like thoughts, comments, questions in the comment box below. I want to hear from you. I would love to hear any comments that you have. And then also too, it's like, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this was really helpful for someone who can't find their voice, But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and you have a good rest of your day.